Copy that. Get us clear so we can make the jump. Where are all those TIE fighters coming from? Star Destroyers. We can't. We're caught in a tractor beam. It's pulling us in. Get some fights and make this a fair fight. Don't worry, I'll come back for you. Stay strong. Is there anything we can do? No, the tractor beam will be too strong.
Cargo vessel TR-141, identify yourselves. Prepare to be boarded.
This is TR-141. I have a bad feeling about this. Stand back from those doors.
Silence. This vessel founded the authority in the First Order. Everyone will proceed directly to interrogation. Now move. Always to your right, slow. This way, civilians. Proceed down both sides of the halls. Suspended pending prisoner charges.
Thank you.
How many?
Just one.
Red?
Thank you.
How many? Got blue right there. Down this way.
Can you hear me, Doobie?
How many?
Yeah, it's perfect. I'm just letting it go.
Okay.
Orange and gray. 7? 6? 3? Where's your party? Oh, all right, we're going into interrogation. Orange and gray this way. Blue, come on down.
Thank you.
Yes, General. Enemies of the First Order, we will soon snuff out your meager resistance. You chose the wrong side, and now you will pay. The resistance prisoners.
You have what I want. You know the location of the secret base, and I will take it from you.
The need of the bridge.
Keep the prisoners here. I will return to finish this personally.
On the right, stick to the colors of your side.
I'm red. Yeah.
What color is it? What color is it? What is that?
Some confusion in the resistance.
Okay, take this corridor to the turbo lift, then head down to the escape pod base. Those droids are programmed to return you to Batu. Hurry and don't get caught. Lieutenant Beck will guide you.
Recruits, for your safety, stay seated with seatbelts securely fastened. Keep hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the transport and supervise your children. Tell them it's a prisoner transfer. Did it work? Good. Now get a move on. There's a clear path to the turbo lifts at the end of the hallway. Turn right. Pro droid. You're lucky it didn't spot you. Take those turbo lifts and stay out of trouble. You're not authorized. Wait. Your power is blown. Find an alternate route. Who picked these two droids anyway? Take cover, recruits! If anyone's taking a blaster, now's a good time. The escape pods are blown! What are you going on? I said down, up is bad. Up is real bad. The resistance will attempt to rescue the prisoners.
They have neither the resources nor the courage to engage us.
You underestimate their conviction. Raise the shields.
Shields? I see no evidence.
Stop! The prisoners have escaped.
Outrageous, but ultimately hopeless. There's nowhere to run.
Lightsaber.
Attention, all resistance personnel. Abandon ship. I repeat, abandon ship. This is there's no escape. Tell me the location of the secret base, and then I will destroy you and your resistance. Okay, you're clear.
Your escape routes came in a little off target. Ground crews will meet you outside the wreck.
All right, nice job, recruits. Not what you signed on for, but hey, you're resistance now. I think I have that authority. Right, Beck? Where's the lieutenant? I need eyes on Beck. Line up, scan for his pod beacon.
Lieutenant back here.
Beck! Good line.
I should hope so. Great job, recruits. Thanks to your heroism, the location of the resistance base is secure. Bravo!
Thanks, Lieutenant Beck.
You too.
That was pretty amazing.
How's that for a way to start a live stream?
I think that's the way we're going to start them off from now on, Mike. That was insane. And I cannot believe how solid the signal was in there. That was crazy.
I'm very, very surprised and pleased at the same time.
It looked better in there than it does right now.
Oh, God. That's amazing.
So anyway, welcome to our live stream, live from Disneyland. My name's Doobie in the studio, and the man who just rode rides is Mike Celestino. How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing great because I'm at Disneyland and I have no complaints.
You're at Disneyland, you just got off rides, you've been on Indiana Jones.
I did Indiana Jones, yeah.
You're living the life.
We did the virtual queue at Indiana Jones for the first time.
Tell us about it.
Well, I woke up at 7 to see what was happening with it, and I got my Rise boarding pass at 7, but Indiana Jones was inaccessible at the time, which I guess we kind of expected. And then I kind of read the fine print there, and it said it won't be available till the park opens or until you enter the park. So I drove down. I was a little frustrated this morning at how long it took me to actually get into the park. Because I arrived, kind of my own fault, I guess, because I got here like 10 to 15 minutes before park opening. But it still took me like over an hour to get into the parking garage and down the tram route and into the park. There was a long, long line in the Esplanade.
Yeah, that's pretty frustrating. Are you able to, do you want to take a moment and put it on the gimbal? Can you stay connected while you do that?
I'm going to do that. I want to find a place to stop, but I will do that.
Looks
Sorry,
like we're having that's okay. I've never been to Timbuktu during an earthquake, so it's kind of fun.
No, I'm going to find a table here and put on the gimbal so we'll have a smoother ride here for sure. But yeah, when I got in the park around 10 a.m., I immediately ran over to Indiana Jones and I checked my phone as well. Didn't seem like the virtual queue was happening yet. When I got to the ride, to the attraction, it was down. So I figured, okay, that's why there's no virtual queue, because the ride is not running right now.
Sure.
Then I went off and did some other stuff. And I got a message from our CEO saying, hey, it's available now. So I jumped on my phone, grabbed the virtual queue spot. And it came up really, really quickly. Like I got like 98 or something. And as soon as they started the queue, they were up to 72, I think.
Oh,
so,
okay.
And then after that, it was like maybe 10, 15 minutes. And I was able to get on the ride and get into the virtual queue, into the physical queue. And then it worked the same way at that point. They put you in the Jungle Cruise queue, but there weren't too many people up there. So it didn't take me too long to wind my way around and into the Temple of the Forbidden Eye. Let me pause here.
So can you still hear me while you do this?
Yes.
So was it was virtual queue only, or you could do virtual or standby?
At that point, it was virtual queue only. So once the virtual queue starts, there is no standby line.
Okay. And that's the way Tony likes it, if I recall correctly. Right,
is it?
Tony?
Okay.
No,
that surprises me.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Tony hates that. Cool. So how long did it take from your callback to actually getting on the ride, would you say?
Maybe 20 minutes. Maybe, if that, maybe 15 minutes.
How about for Rise just now?
That was closer to 20 or 25 minutes because I had to wait through the whole like exterior queue. But it's a nice queue. I don't mind that because it's pretty well shaded and it's an area of Galaxy's Edge that I haven't seen a lot because you don't spend a lot of time in that queue, or I haven't personally previously because usually you skip through that whole thing. And then obviously Galaxy's Edge was open for a while without Rise of the Resistance, and I always was like, hey, I would really like to go in and look around that queue. So now you kind of get to do that.
And you're able to have a virtual queue for both at the same time?
Yes, I in fact did have a virtual queue for both Rise and Indiana Jones at the same time. And look at that, we're all gimbaled up.
All you guys out there got to see how the magic is made.
No, now it's not going to look as... I see Chewbacca. And Vi Marati are up there. But yeah, we have
check them out. It takes me about 20 minutes to get that thing set up. So that's your film school education right there. Awesome. Well, hey, let's walk around Batuu for a bit.
All right. Yeah, I'm excited. Whew. Okay.
How's the weather today?
It's a little hot. It's probably high 70s.
Oh, not bad.
Not too bad. Not too bad. I'm almost sweating a little bit because I was running around.
Well, if you get thirsty, they have water fountains.
So Vi is up here hiding behind an oil can or something. Should we report her to the First Order?
No.
Okay.
Rat. Your First Order officer was rather nice to you in there today.
Yeah. And there's Chewbacca up here on the catwalk.
Looking very stately.
So I think I found out from that Art of Galaxy's Edge book that this structure was going to be the part of the queue for that big Bantha ride. You would wind your way around up there and then board like right here, maybe? I don't know.
What was the ride?
That like giant Bantha type creature that you were going to ride around the land. That got canceled or, I don't know, delayed. I guess we don't know if it's ever coming, but
I didn't know banthas were domesticated enough for that.
It's not actually a bantha. It's just bantha-esque.
Okay.
But similar to a bantha, but native to Batuu.
Tony wants to know if you can tell us who Vi is.
Vi Marati is a resistance spy who has sought out a base on Batuu for the resistance. You can read her whole story in the book Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, Black Spire. It's a whole novel about Vi Marati. And probably the only character I can think of at Disney parks that spends most of her time hiding from you.
Did she exist prior to Galaxy's Edge? Was she created for this?
No. Vi was created for Galaxy's Edge, but she did appear in a couple novels before Galaxy's Edge came out to kind of plant the seeds. She was in a book called Phasma about Captain Phasma. I think that may have been where she was introduced into the canon, but at that point, Galaxy's Edge was already in the works, and they were planning out her inclusion in the story of the land.
How's the crowds today?
Not too bad. It doesn't feel overly crowded. It's funny. I had that long wait to get in, and then once I stepped foot on Main Street, it felt empty all of a sudden. Like everybody was out in the Esplanade.
I know you were here opening weekend. Does it feel pretty much the same, or what?
Yeah, I would say roughly the same. I wasn't in Disneyland at opening or in the first half of the day. On that day, I started in California Adventure, and today I started at Disneyland. So it's a little bit of a different experience because the opening day, nobody turned right to go into DCA. I was like one of the only people in that park.
Yeah, I'm looking at the wait times right now. If you don't want to wait in line, head over to DCA.
Yeah.
They have some short lines over there. Disneyland, still moderate. Millennium Falcon's 40 minutes right now.
Yes, it says, I corroborate, it is 40 minutes.
The new Snow White's only 20 minutes, so make sure you do that today, Mike.
Yeah, I got to jump on that. I also want to head over to DCA and do Grizzly River Run, which has opened now since the last time I was here.
Right.
So
Tammy's asking, what is the capacity? Tammy from Down Under. Are you aware what the capacity is?
Are we still at 25%?
I thought we were at 35%.
Maybe I'm never clear on that, to be honest with you.
So, but again, that's the max capacity. We do not know if Disneyland is going up to their max capacity or not.
And then I heard that they were getting ready. Orange County was getting ready to move into the yellow tier, which would bump it up another bracket. But
that might be the 35% then.
Yeah,
I could be mistaken.
Here's that misspelled sign.
And so we've learned that
last time.
That misspelling's not new.
It's not.
Found, that's the standard maintenance sign for this land, and it's always been misspelled. And the misspelling is the word maintenance in Arabic, so most people don't notice, but Mike, who is native Arabic, does.
The stormtroopers are out by the Thai echelon ship over here.
Someday you're going to come, that sign's going to be fixed, and you can take full credit for it.
When I walked through here earlier, there were kids yelling at the stormtroopers, "Shoot your gun! Shoot your gun!" Like they're probably not going to do that.
And I think we have real lightsabers now. You never know what's next.
There's more kids yelling at them right now.
Was that a photo pass person you just passed, or just a guess?
There is a photo pass person, yes, right behind.
But he dresses like a Batu photo pass?
Yes. And
That's
he's got a
cool.
human camera, an earthly camera.
That's really cool. Nice 360. That was nice too.
All right, are we good with Galaxy's Edge?
Yeah, I miss it though.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm glad to be back. But let's go walk around the rest of Disneyland.
Did you get any blue or green milk today?
I did not. I haven't. I think I drank half of a bottle of water, but other than that, I have not paused to consume anything. So you want a funny story? I've been obsessively trying to ensure that I have enough battery power to get me through a day at the parks, because I've had a couple instances in recent memory where I ran out and I was like, man, now that the parks are reopening, got to make sure I have enough battery. So I bought an all new battery charger. It's like super high tech. I don't know. It's like it's supposed to be for like outdoors type people, like hikers and stuff. And it's got like 6 full chargers in it or whatever. And I have my old one as well. So I have like, theoretically, I have like probably 2.5 days worth of charges on me. And I'm like, great, I'm good to go. I made sure they were charged overnight, put them in my bag this morning, put the cable in my bag. And I got here, I noticed my battery was starting to deplete from what I was up to this morning. I went to go start charging it. I realized I had put the wrong cable, some other cable that doesn't even fit into the iPhone, in my bag. So I was like, I have all this battery power and no way to use it. So I had to go buy a $20 iPhone cable at the Main Street Emporium. Thankfully, they had one there.
I'm sure that's where the best deals can be found.
Yes. I did get my legacy pass holder discount on that. So
okay, good for something. So we're walking through Frontierland a bit, now over to Fantasyland. Tammy wanted us to go to Haunted Mansion. Maybe we'll make it over there today.
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
see.
Yeah, we'll wind our way back around that way. Yeah.
Tammy's asking the wait time on Haunted Mansion. I'll look that up for you real quick, Tammy. Through the magic of Disney apps, anyone can now know a wait time at any time. It is 20 minutes over there. Not bad at all.
Yeah, but it feels kind of crowded here in Fantasyland, though, doesn't it?
I agree. Well, it's kind of lunchtime, so a lot of people having to eat
here at the
Village House.
Red Rose Tavern.
Sorry, I'm so 2018 or whatever.
Oh, it's tough to even walk.
It is. Yeah, this is,
keep your distance.
I didn't experience anything like this that I recall on last opening weekend. Okay, Caitlin has a question for you. This is a Mike question.
Okay.
Is it true that Rey is supposedly Leia's lost daughter?
No.
There you go.
In canon, she is the daughter of Emperor Palpatine's clone. So theoretically, there's no relation to Ray there.
Wow. So one thing I noticed, all these strollers, I feel like there's a lot more based on these strollers families here than there was opening weekend. You know, opening weekend was the diehards, and now it's just people going to Disneyland maybe.
And it's weird because it's a weekday and a school day, right? Like, isn't spring break is over, right?
You are looking at a lot of remote learners right now, Mike. Yeah, Rebecca noticed too. How funny. We both noticed the same thing.
Dumbo the Flying Elephant.
When was the last time you were on Dumbo, Mike?
A little over a year, I guess, because I went on. My friend who recently had a daughter was out here in January of 2020, and we brought her on the Dumbo. She was like, I don't know, 8 months old or something at the time.
All right, fine. Hasn't been that long.
And I remember I made sure they sat in the Dumbo behind me so I could turn around and take pics of her.
Yes.
With her dad on the ride.
Awesome. Yeah, it is noticeably busier, in my opinion.
It is busy. It does feel busy here.
And I'm not complaining one bit. This is what Disneyland's supposed to feel like. It feels so normal right now.
I find the way they're doing the Mad Tea Party queue interesting because I guess this area under the tree counts as inside. I don't know.
That
like
is
they're not filling up that area. They're like
right. Maybe with
for,
the circular nature of it, it's hard to distance more than a few people anyway. Oh, that is fascinating. Look at the vines that are holding up those lanterns. Why can't they get that done in downtown Disney?
Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I guess because vines are only 6 seconds long.
Oh, that was good. Can we watch the teacups? They're about to start.
Oh, yeah, sure. Sorry.
But I did want to say I appreciated that joke very much.
Yeah, we could watch the teacup.
Our old school internet people.
If Vine is old school, I feel very old. I have never once logged into TikTok, so
I enjoy watching me some TikTok. Is that a bird or is that the music?
There is a real bird tweeting behind me. I can hear it. I can hear it up in the tree.
All right.
Hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the teacup, and you walk the children.
Hurry up, people. We're streaming here.
They got to go around and do their checks still, I think.
The faster it spins. Well, it seems our party is about to begin. Have a most wonderful time. Ta-ta!
Thank you, Catherine.
Ahora comienza el Galactic Grill. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga sus manos, brazos, pies y piernas sobre la taza.
Cleaning the rail.
Oh, awesome. Do you have a favorite color teacup to ride?
Oh boy, no, I don't know. I don't know if I've ever chosen based on the color.
What else would you choose on?
I guess just proximity.
Pink is the best way to spin.
Okay.
Real Disneyland. Go ahead.
I have a question about Disneyland history. When did they change the spinning mechanism on the teacups? Because they used to spin much more violently.
I don't know.
Right? Am I right about that?
I
feel like as a kid they would spin like crazy, and now they're very controlled.
I haven't been on it in so long. There's some people who seem to have it going, but no, nothing like I've seen in the past. But I don't know if it's the guest or the cup. Back in the day, you know, when I was in AP 20 years ago, people were going crazy on this thing. They knew which cups were the fastest. I mean, you would watch them and think they're about to fly out. It was crazy. This is pretty sedate today.
Yeah.
Like that dad's not spinning at all. She's going to have a very dizzying video.
I think that's a fan that she's holding up.
Oh, okay. That guy's working on it, though. He's by himself, and he's got it going. See what you needed. You look for the group of teenagers. Those are the ones about to go crazy.
All right, I think it's winding down.
All right, that was fun. I watched Rebecca and Gideon go on that our last trip.
Yeah. All right. Should we go to Toontown?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So Magic Kingdom's been open since July, and this is my first time doing a Disneyland stream with you. You forget how packed Disneyland is compared to Magic Kingdom.
Yeah. Storybook Land is still not running, by the way.
But you can see the sights from KFC Jr.
I thought you said KFC, and I was like, what?
KFC Jr. is running. And gives a nice view of Storybook Land, as we found out. Small World Mall, the lights installed for Light Magic.
It's Bert and Mary Poppins.
Yeah. Justin is right. Walt's legacy is thriving in 2021. Disneyland does look great. It really does. Do you have a kite?
There's a kite right there. Hi, Bert. The first ride I went on this morning was Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
And some of the animatronics were not working, and all I could think was, well, they'll never fix them now. That's it. That's the last time. Whatever the last time was I saw them working was the last time I'll ever see them working.
That is probably, well, you'll see them working again, just in a different attraction.
You think they're going to move them somewhere else?
And I presume a lot of them will stay for the refurb.
Oh, okay. I guess so. They just put different clothes on them, or I don't know.
That's my favorite topiary in Disneyland, that little dolphin thingy with the plaque. I like that a lot.
Yeah, that's cool.
So it makes a nice picture with Small World facade in the background. You can frame that real nice.
Absolutely.
Let's see, since we're here, I want to see what the line is as we pass Small World, just in case people are curious.
It's funny, I was in line for the railroad right here when I saw that my number was coming up for Indiana Jones. I was like, oh, well, I shouldn't get on the train then. I ran over to Adventureland.
You didn't just ride it to Adventureland?
No, I would have taken too long, I think. Plus, I want to get a nice video of the whole Grand Circle tour. So,
Small World's 15, and we have a troublemaker in the chat right now. Really, Doobie, I disagree wildly. I don't like the Dolphin Topiary.
Wow.
I don't know who this woman is, but she's no friend of mine.
What's not to like?
That was my wife. Good marriages can have disagreements.
So there's the famous giant Toontown wall.
I don't see a wall.
There's so no building.
Funny.
Roger Rabbit is 5 minutes.
Oh, want to try it?
Should we try it?
Why not? It's a fast ride.
I feel like there's two things that could go wrong here.
Yep.
One is that I wait in here for a long time, and the other one is that I completely lose you as soon as I enter this building.
So it's going to be a walk-on. You don't walk through the whole queue. You just literally walk right onto it.
Oh, right. I guess if you walk inside, you're pretty much on. So
yeah.
Let's
see what happens.
Okay.
We have some. Let's do it.
Oh, the other thing that can go wrong is that the gimbal is bad at doing rides. So
it's going to be adventurous. So.
All right. Thank you.
Do your best.
Oh, sorry. All right.
If we lose you, I'll just vamp for 2 minutes until you come back. So we're riding Lenny the Cab here.
That was news to me. Thank you.
Yeah, this is his, brother, cousin? I forget. You're right, Justin. Roger Rabbit has an amazing queue that's not being used whatsoever right now. It is one of the best.
How are you?
Mike's got super signal going on today.
Are you ready for
Sorry,
this?
Tony. All right, so we're going to give this a shot. I'm going to shut up unless we lose him, and then I will talk a lot until he returns.
Thank you. Row one, here we go. Next one is ours.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Did Lenny just look at you?
Thank you.
All right. Good luck. We're all counting on you.
Excellent.
Thanks a lot. Okay.
Holy smokes, Hunter! We missed it! This one, the gift boy.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
That rides a lot.
I am convinced you can do any attraction today with your cell phone and it will be perfect.
Let's find out, shall we?
That was cool.
The gimbal was very, very confused by that experience.
It came through pretty well.
I had to guide it.
That worked out really well. That was fun. All right, today is a ride day. Any ride we can walk on, we're doing.
All right.
My son's favorite ride. I think we rode that twice our last visit, maybe 3 times. Get some hellos. Hello, Teresa. Hello, Solo from Indiana. Hey, John Allen Hale, Mr. Cars and
John.
Guardians. That was a lot of fun. Have you ever been on Gadget's Go Coaster?
I have never been on it.
It's got a short wait right now. First time.
Wait, hang on, I got tangled up in my backpack here. All right. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see what the wait is like at Gadget's Go Coaster. If we do that, I have to take it off the gimbal because it's going to flip out.
It's showing 10 minutes right now on the app.
I see Pluto.
Oh, let's go see him.
He's walking through town. Whoa. Drop my water bottle. Okay.
Justin says this was his favorite area as a 90s kid. Yeah, for sure. We saw Clarice here on the little gazebo on the right, our visit. I don't know if any character is there now.
There's no one in the gazebo right now.
Okay. Posted that picture. Everyone's like, who is that? Like, it's Clarice, Chip and Dale's girlfriend. Well, one of them. Or both of them. I don't know what they're doing.
Okay. I see Minnie and Mickey.
Are they just waving from their houses?
Yes.
Nice.
That is accurate.
All right, Rebecca, we're back on the same page. I missed the Jolly Trolley too. Love that ride. What is that big building back there that's not actually there?
That is the show building for Minnie and Mickey's Runaway Railway. Coming soon. Well, not soon, but in a couple years.
Coming eventually.
Have we seen Mickey holding mail before?
I haven't.
That's very interesting to me.
Yeah, does it like have a big Mickey on it?
No, it just looks like envelopes with like Christmas coloring around the edges.
Wow.
It's like he just collected his mail from his mailbox. Yeah, he's saying yeah.
He must get a lot. Can only imagine.
And then he put it aside, and now he's posing for a photo.
Waiting for that tax refund.
Let's see. The Gadget Go Coaster says 20 minutes.
All right, fine.
There it goes, though.
You're off the hook, Mike, but that's one of your assignments for the soonness.
I will get on it this year. I promise I will ride it this year.
Greet Mickey while he pays his electric bill and gets the Toontown jury summons.
What is it? What did it say?
Tony Betty. Greet Mickey while he pays his electric bill and gets a Toontown jury summons. Justin says in Minnie's house, there's a magazine called Jessica's Secret.
Edgy.
I'm not sure if he thinks serious or not. Is anyone playing in Goofy's backyard?
No. I don't think it is accessible. There's a hose preventing you from going back there.
When we were there, we saw characters in there, so I was wondering if there's a character in there.
No, nobody back there right now.
Toontown Park. So this is a nice area to visit right now. Not a whole lot to do, but it's not busy, not crowded.
I have this shirt.
That particular one or same style?
I hope it's not that particular one. Otherwise, I have to have some words with this gentleman.
Otherwise, you had that shirt.
Yeah. I bought it to wear on the cruise last year.
Oh.
I wanted to have a nice Disney button-down shirt to wear every day, and I think I was one short, so I bought that one.
Ah, the cruise. I know you missed the train earlier that have a. If you happen to get extremely lucky as you walk by, feel free.
All right. Well, one just left the station, so I don't think we're going to be too lucky. There it goes.
I literally just waved at it. I'm an idiot.
And I didn't. So, which one of us has the proper Disney decor?
Rebecca did some research. Jessica's Secret is a real thing in the armchair of Minnie's house.
Here's some boats coming around from the exit of It's a Small World.
So how are they seating the boat rides?
Looks like, depending on how many parties are boarding. Well, no. You know what? I'm going to say that they have one party per boat.
Yeah, it does look that way. It wasn't that way for Pirates. And
yes, right.
This does look that way.
You know what? I take it back. This boat has two parties. So I guess it depends on how many people are in each party and if they can separate you by enough rows. I don't know how many rows that needs to be.
1, 2, 3. Are there only 5 rows in the boat right now?
There are 5 rows in the boat. Is that a change?
I thought there were 6, and I thought Pirates was 6. I could be wrong.
Okay. I need to change some of those trivia answers.
I know they redid the Small World boats not so long ago because of expanding guests. Is that the way to put it?
I guess that's the way to put it.
As an expanded guest, I feel I can say that.
Fair enough. All right. Next, I'm going to walk past the Matterhorn and head into Tomorrowland. If you think that's a good idea.
Yeah, that sounds great. John Allen Hale says 1 party per card racer, so he'll get a car all to himself.
Yeah, I did that last week or a week and a half ago or whatever.
Can't wait for that one to reopen. My favorite coaster, the Matterhorn.
Me too. I love that.
See, Casey's asking, have you been on Star Tours?
I've not done Star Tours yet this year.
You are the Star Wars guy.
Yep. Star Tours in its current form is not my favorite.
You don't like the prequels?
I don't care much for the prequels, but I also I don't know. I guess I just prefer the original version of the ride.
Does the randomness do nothing for you?
I mean, I like when I get Hoth. That's my favorite one. And I got to say, some of the ones they introduced for the sequels were pretty good, too. I like the Kef Beer one from
Duff
Rise
Beer?
of Skywalker. Yeah, Duff Beer.
Do you remember the motorboats to Gummy Glen?
No, that was before my time.
I don't remember it either. But I remember just the motorboats back in like the 70s, and that was a great kids ride.
Not before my existence, but before my living in California.
So we're over near the Fast Pass for the Matterhorn, monorail beam above you, both of which not in use right now.
No.
Justin says, you remember when they hyped Star Tours as 54 different rides? It is 54 different rides. Sort of, kind of.
There goes Autopia.
Yeah, which I hear has a very short wait, by the way, if you find that to be the case as you go over there.
Let's check it out. Finding Nemo submarine voyage is not running, I don't think. No.
I feel like that would be the absolute last attraction.
Yeah, you're probably right. It's very enclosed space.
Very enclosed. Not a short attraction. I tried claustrophobia before. But they could have added some mermaids or something to use the lagoon, I feel. Casey, unfortunately, no, we're not going to do Star Tours today. That's very indoors. I don't think that would work out too well. Plus, Mike's already said he doesn't like it very much.
I mean, I'm not opposed to going on rides that I don't love.
John Allen Hale is asking, are all the food places in Disneyland mobile ordering only?
That is a great question. We can find out at, what are they calling this now? Tomorrowland Terrace, but they changed it to Launch something. No, Star Wars Lunch Bucket. No, what's this restaurant? Galactic Grill.
So I know Flo's V8 was not mobile order only. They had one register open.
Okay. I was able to order at a register at Cocina Cucamonga.
Yeah, I mean, the fact is, it is possible to go to New Zealand without a phone, and I think they still want you to be able to eat. So
all of these say mobile order pickup window. I don't see a place to order here, so I'm guessing this is entirely mobile. Sure, sorry. I'm going up to exit.
I got reprimanded.
Yeah, I think it's mobile order only at that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure every location has non-mobile order available, but I do know that at least some do.
All right, Autopia.
Tony Betty is going to start a change.org for Star Wars lunch bucket. Not a bad idea. So the app shows 10 minutes. You probably can eye it pretty well if it's really that short.
Let's see.
If not, let's ride the Skyway. We're right over here.
It does say 10 minutes here. I do see some people waiting in line.
Let's do it, man.
You want to do it?
We can kill time.
Okay. We're going to go on the Autopia. First time ever streaming from the Autopia, I think.
3 rides in one stream. This will set a record. All right, let's see if you agree with this one. Justin says they need the Tron ride here. Would you agree?
I wouldn't mind that. I'm not a fan of Autopia too much either, so they could replace this, and I wouldn't be too upset. But I know kids love it. You know, kids like to come here and pretend they can drive. So you can't really base all of the Disneyland decisions on what dorks like me want.
You would just have Batu all over the place. You'd have like a Batu land, a Simpsons land, a Muppets land.
I'm all for Muppets Land. That would be pretty great.
I feel it's overdue. It should happen.
Well, maybe if Muppets Haunted Mansion is a huge success, maybe we'll see something happen.
Maybe they can do an overlay there, like they do Haunted Mansion Holiday, do Muppet Haunted Mansion.
Well, Muppet. I mean, Haunted Mansion Holiday already takes up like what 4 months. It's more than that, isn't it? It's like 5 months.
Yeah. They do like Muppet May.
Muppet May. I really want to be able to ride regular Haunted Mansion, classic Haunted Mansion at Halloween time. So I'm like kind of crossing my fingers that they don't do the Nightmare.
That's a good point. It's been 20 years since we've been able to do that. All right, so Rebecca has a fun question. What would your perfect IP park look like? What IP would you want in there?
To make the car go, just push your foot down on the pedal. Stop. Take your foot off of the pedal. For your safety.
Well, I keep saying that the last big IP that doesn't have a theme park is Lord of the Rings. So if somebody had the rights to that, I think that would be worth exploring.
I'll see you on the road.
Nice. What about Game of Thrones?
Everything else. What's that?
Game of Thrones, maybe?
I think that's too adult probably to have a family theme park. But I think you could do a good Lord of the Rings theme park pretty well. Otherwise, all the other IPs that I would want turned into theme parks already pretty much have it.
Mantengan una distancia de largo de un auto entre su vehículo y el de adelante.
Yeah, Justin's right. Disney had Narnia.
Oh, the other one is Futurama, because they've done The Simpsons at Universal, and I think Futurama would be a good land at Universal.
Is that an adult?
What's that?
Futurama's not an adult thing?
I mean, it's the same level of humor, I would say, as The Simpsons, so if that can get its own land, I think Futurama could.
What about South Park?
South Park is probably too adult for a theme park.
I am really hoping at some point we get a Lifetime Movie Network land where, you know, the woman's in peril, but then she grabs a knife and sticks up for herself. Like you get to be a stalker for a day or something.
Right.
I'm a big fan of Lifetime Movie Network.
I hear you.
Do you remember when this was Chevron?
This is Bert. To make sure
I think
your
so.
drive is safe,
Justin was just asking if you missed that. So.
Do I miss it being Chevron?
Yeah.
I can't say that I do. I do remember when they reopened it after changing it over to Honda. Was it Chevron right before that?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because I think I came and got video of the new paint jobs and stuff. And that's when they put Osmo into the attraction.
Right. I like the Chevron. I remember the grand opening for that featured Kathy Ireland. And for that reason, I like the Chevron overlay.
Star of Alien from LA.
Is she really? I did not know she was an actress.
That could be a theme park attraction.
1986. Stars Kathy Ireland. Wow. That is now on my to-watch list.
Well, you should watch the Mystery Science Theater version because it's pretty cool.
It's that bad, huh?
Oh, yeah. That's the only way I've ever seen it, so I don't know if the movie holds up on its own.
I had no idea she ventured into acting. Wow.
Yeah, ventured very briefly, I think.
Autopia, one of the few rides that requires no social distance, no adaptions on the ride vehicle for social distancing.
All right.
I think when this is over, we should have a single rider line for Autopia. You know, so if you're by yourself, they just throw someone else in your car with you.
So we've got one more switchback to get through, and then we're pretty much there.
Justin thinks Tesla should have sponsored Autopia. I think that's a great idea with electric cars.
They got to change us to electric cars. I don't understand how that hasn't happened already. It's so noisy and smells bad.
Yeah, it is amazing these gas-powered things are still here in Tomorrowland.
Remember to stay seated with your seatbelt fastened, keeping your hands, arms, legs,
We used to rank the places we would least mind working in Disneyland while we were waiting in the lines and stuff.
Right.
And this was very low on my list of places I would want to work because that noise would just like echo through my brain while I was sleeping. It would keep me awake at night. I would still hear it. The noise of the engine.
Mm-hmm. This looks like a terrible job.
Yeah.
Where do you most want to work?
I would always take notes of the areas that had like the music turned down, the volume turned down, or like there wasn't any music playing, because no matter how much I like the music, it's gonna get annoying after a while. So really you want to find a spot where there's little to no music playing.
So you don't want to work at Universal Studios anywhere.
Oh my gosh, yeah. The music is very loud there. Galaxy's Edge, as many people have noted, has no background music. So that kind of fits my criteria.
Perfect. Have you ever worked at a theme park?
I have not. Surprisingly, no.
Yeah, I feel like that's almost a prerequisite for working for LP.
There was a brief period in my life where I considered working at Disneyland, but I was living in Mid-Wilshire, LA, and it just felt like too much of a drive every day.
Mike thinks you went to work Small World.
No,
We have a friend who works Small World. I think it's not that bad. You don't hear it too bad outside.
All right, we're almost there.
I can see. It's exciting. I saw the train go by.
Oh, yeah.
Is that building over there open at all? Launch bay?
I heard that they turned it into a break room for cast members, so it's not open to guests.
Ah. I've got a popcorn or churro for you, Mike. You ready?
Yeah.
The Grand Canyon diorama or Primeval World?
Primeval World, though I do like the Grand Canyon diorama, but I like dinosaurs more, and I like animatronics, and I don't think any of the figures in the Grand Canyon move, do they? No.
No, but they're real. They're
stuffed animals, right?
Yeah, they're taxidermy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I do like the Grand Canyon diorama.
And they play the Brady Bunch music in there.
Wait, what's the Brady Bunch one? This is the one that goes like ding 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 ding.
Yeah, the Grand Canyon Suite is the song that's played in there. I first heard it on the Brady Bunch Grand Canyon episode.
Oh.
And had no idea it was a famous piece of music. I just thought it was a Brady Bunch song, and it was being used at Disneyland.
I did not know that was a famous piece of music either.
There you go. So, Rebecca, I know right now you're thinking my husband's an idiot. Be aware, Mike is too.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to
I feel like people are continuously boarding, but I'm also not moving, which doesn't make sense.
They've got fast pass. Yeah, that is pretty odd. We'll be moving. Now, they don't do any kind of cleaning of the car between each guest, right?
It does not look like it.
Yeah, okay. Which it'd be expected. We're outside, and CDC has said that's not a huge vector. So
It's weird because when I went to Six Flags, they were cleaning every train on every roller coaster between every ride, and then also they were sending out the trains by themselves with no guests between
Really?
every ride. So I was like, oh wow, this is going to be how it is at every park, and it's going to take forever to get through every line. But I don't know why Six Flags is so much more thorough.
well, they opened before Disneyland, or
Yeah.
I wonder if I'd be surprised if they're still doing that. But I don't
this
know.
way? Oh, sorry.
But I wonder if they were just so extra precautious at the very beginning before everything got really set on how to do things.
Yeah, that could be it.
The announcements in this queue are loud and incessant.
Yep. That is correct.
Amy came in late. She wants to know. She said she has thunderstorms in Texas. What's the weather like for you?
It's warm. It's pretty warm. It's late. It's high 70s and sunny. And I didn't bring my floppy hat today.
Oh no. So from here we can see Carousel of Progress / Interventions, People Mover / Rocket Rod, Skyway, the Observatron, lots of Tomorrowland that's not there anymore.
Yeah. When are they going to do that big overhaul in Disneyland's Tomorrowland? Is that ever going to happen?
I don't know. I never even hear rumors about it. I feel like maybe they've just given up. Tomorrowland is what it is.
All right. It's the last little bend here. We'll go down the steps.
Welcome, everybody. This is Bird. To make sure
Yeah, the voice of this bird is really cutting through my soul.
Hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the car. And remember to watch your step. Really easy.
My
To
soul.
make them go, push your foot down on the pedal.
I never understood hunters before, but based on this bird, I think I'm
Remember
in
to
the
keep
club.
at least one car that you have a car ahead of you. And drive carefully.
Sorry, Alvaro, we do not speak Spanish. But you may hear some Spanish announcements in the background. We are about to ride the Autopia, our third ride of the day.
Hi. Thank you.
We kicked off this stream on Rise of the Resistance. Literally, we went live while Mike was in the ITS.
For the first couple of minutes in the ITS, I didn't realize that the camera was pointing toward me. It was like, what? Why can't I see anything? Why can't I see Lieutenant Beck? And then I was like, oh, I got to turn the camera around. And I accidentally exited the stream. I didn't have noticed.
That would be USC Film School.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot of stuff to do all at once. It's live streaming.
It is. I've only done it a couple times. It's actually really hard. I admire you guys in the park.
I admire me too.
Although you do spend too much on board games. And then later on, we did a live stream as we went through Roger Rabbit's Cartoon Spin, which stayed remarkably steady. And now we're about to do our third ride of the day, and I am hoping for a yellow car. I don't know if they have yellow cars.
I'm hoping I can steer and do the gimbal at the same time.
It's got to be comedy. Solo Tucker says it's nice in Indiana in the 60s. That's a little cold, I think.
Number 2 on this side.
Number
please.
2?
Yes,
Thank you.
please.
Going to be red. Oh, no,
Nope.
that car's going to leave.
I'm getting the next batch.
Yeah, the Chevron cars were so much cuter. Can you hear those motors?
Yeah. All right, we're next.
We're next. Number 2. Please do not bump the car ahead of you. All right, and your task is to not hit the center guide rail even once.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's gonna be tough. I do like the course, the current Autopia course. I just don't like the vehicles, I guess, because they're too noisy.
It is a nice course, I agree. Elevations. Is that you? No, you're number 1.
I am number 2, but they're not filling number 1, so I'm gonna.
Oh, so this is you.
Yeah. And my license plate is Disneyland Paris, 1992.
Cool. Well, hopefully you can drive better than the French. Just kidding.
Oh, he's popping up the hood there.
What's that all about?
Turn off the engine. Uh-oh. All right. Am I good to board? Okay.
You might want to let someone else start your car, Mike.
Put on my seatbelt here if you'll bear with me for a second. All right, you're good to go.
Park the car in front of you and have a good drive.
Thank you.
Twice.
Twice? Hey, look at that. Thank you. Here we go.
Woo. Wow. From here, it looks fast.
Does not feel too fast, but
I learned on Life Under Action, keep the camera low and it feels like you're going fast.
oh, this is actually okay. I got my left hand on the gimbal, and I got my right hand on the steering wheel.
It'd be funny if you dropped it and we just got to watch you drive away.
What's the bird's name? Do we know?
I thought it was Bird.
This bird. That's lazy.
I could be wrong. I think it is. Yeah, he says, "Hello, welcome everybody. This is Bird."
Is it? So there's also a bird character in McDonald Land, and I think her name is also either Bird or Birdie. And come on, guys, you got to be more creative than that.
Yeah, my son knows. He says it is Bird. Justin, he is wearing headphones, thankfully.
Yeah. I did remember the headphones, the earbuds today. Otherwise, I would not be able to hear you at all.
Mike, you're getting beat, man. Come on, catch up.
I have the pedal to the metal.
Lighten the load.
I'm gonna throw my backpack overboard. Hidden Mickey ears.
Where are we? What's on your right?
Matterhorn. No, wait. I got turned around.
There's the Matterhorn.
right there.
Okay. All right, face forward. We're getting dizzy.
Okay.
Maybe you can get her attention and she'll forget to drive and you can catch up. Hate to lose.
This is very pleasant. I'm enjoying this. If the engine weren't so loud, I would do this all the time.
Imagine this in an electric car.
Going under the bridge, under the overpass.
Passing one of the worst positions. Oh, wait, this is not a cast. Yeah, there's a cast member. Yeah, that's not a fun job.
Here's Osimo getting held up.
Have we gotten to cobblestones?
Not quite. We're on like the dirt path right now. And there's the people mover / what was that called?
Rocket rods.
Rocket rods track above me here. I almost said test track.
Runs a little better. Oh, she is really getting away. What did you do,
Yeah,
Mike?
I have a slow car. Sorry. I really have it. I'm really flooring it too.
Reach behind you. I'll show you how to turn the governor off. Just kidding. I don't know how. Ugh. You're driving pretty well.
Thanks.
I'm impressed. Gideon says, sure, Mike. Blame it on the car. Oh, no, it's not over already.
It is over already.
It just got started.
We hope we'll see you on the road again.
Don't forget the most important rule.
What's that?
No bumping.
I'm first. I can just. You okay?
Okay.
Hold him up here.
This ride requires a lot of faith in guests.
It does. It really does. You wouldn't build something like this today.
And yet it remains continually updated. Original attraction.
That row in front of me is still. Oh, he's telling me to go. So here we go.
Thank you.
Okay. Stopping here. I got the hand.
See, if this were a real LA freeway experience, you would not have gotten the hand. Gideon, were you watching earlier when we rode Roger Rabbit live, or did you miss that? You loved that ride so much. I hope you got to see it. Oh, I was thinking, so you know in Roger Rabbit when there's like that bulldozer with teeth thing?
Sure.
Does that remind you of Maximum Overdrive?
Maximum Overdrive. Is that a Stephen King movie?
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta go up. We gotta move up a little bit here.
All the vehicles, everything with power attacks.
Where am I stopping?
Thank you. Number 2 or 3. You saw. I don't matter. Oh, there's Mr. Incredible right there. That's pretty cool. Mouseketeers over there.
Good? Is that okay? All right. All right.
That was awesome, Mike.
By a little bit, but he said it was good, so we're going. Okay. My responsibilities are over.
Mike, you're working, right?
Yeah, if you want to put quotation marks around.
Yeah, you just got paid to ride Rise, Roger Rabbit, and Autopia. I guess the hard part is talking to me. That's what you're actually getting paid for.
I would never consider that difficult, baby. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, you're saying all the right things with the right amount of sarcasm. Oh, that was fun.
It was fun. It was fun.
Justin's got it right. Mike is living the life. Justin, sorry, I know you're always on our streams. I see this picture. Is that a cane in your hand? Are you going to take that to Pim Kitchen?
Oh my gosh. That'll never die.
Never. Are you a fan of the subs?
I don't mind the subs. My wife hates them. It's their
Like-
least favorite ride in the park, so I
Like-
don't do it very often.
Is there like a claustrophobia component, or she just plain hates them?
I think that might be part of it, though I don't think she's claustrophobic otherwise. She just doesn't like the whole process of boarding. She doesn't like the recycled air. And she's just not a fan of the whole attraction, really, so she doesn't think it's worth it. But I will go on it. I don't mind it. And I never saw the original version here, but I liked 20,000 Leagues at Walt Disney World. I kind of missed that.
I never got to do that one. I did the original one here, but never the one at Disney World.
Okay.
Justin says it's a show cane, so I do believe that would work at Pim Kitchen, Justin. So don't forget to bring it.
Yeah. I just got a Dharma Initiative shout out because I'm wearing my shirt.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to pause to put my backpack on for a second.
Josh says the subs are a wonderful napping attraction. No, I can't imagine napping in the subs.
Okay. Whoa, I keep dropping my water bottle.
You should hear what it sounds like on this end. Oh, maybe
Launch Bay is not available, by the way.
maybe we can make our way, if you don't mind, through Adventureland real quick.
Yes.
Over that side of the park. We've got a long stream going here, but we're having a lot of fun. So
Yeah, no problem.
We'll
Yeah.
keep it going. See the rest of the park.
You have until my battery dies, which I don't know how long that will be. But hopefully I charge it enough to get us through.
You don't have it just plugged in while you work? Oh, you probably can't, can you?
I can't plug it in and have the headphones in at the same time. I could do that, but I could switch it out, but then I would have to hear you through the
Back in the day, phones had these things called headphone jacks.
I
Separate-
know. That bugs the heck out of me. I miss the headphone jack.
Me too. What's on those banners?
It just says Tomorrowland with like fireworks.
Okay. And the lovely Mary Blair murals that aren't. I like those a lot with the Space Mountains in there.
Did I hear that the Mary Blair is still behind there, or is that, am I wrong about that?
I have heard that. I don't know if it's accurate. But I have heard that as well. So I know you're an expert in interplanetary travel because of your Star Wars expertise. Do you think Space Mountain is an efficient way to build a transport?
If you want to get back to the same place you started, yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. But that's true of, I guess, pretty much all theme park attractions. You got to pause and take a look at this, how nice this is.
That is very pretty. I feel like this is like encoded and it says something.
In like a contact language or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Like if you fold it over just right, we can build time travel.
And we'll meet Jodie Foster's dad.
Exactly. That was 90% of a great movie.
I don't think I've seen it since it came out.
I love to watch it, but the ending I have no need to see again.
Okay.
Thank you. Please enjoy your
There's Walt Disney there visiting his park.
Yeah, we gotta say hi to Walt, and we gotta at least go past Sleeping Beauty Castle during the stream.
Now, everybody, when he shows Sleeping Beauty Castle, don't forget to look towards the bottom of your screen. We're not in Florida.
So there's the partner statue, and there's the castle.
Isn't it quaint? What are these ropes for?
I think there's these markings on the ground for people to line up for the photo pass, I think. And then this is just to kind of put a barrier between that area.
Okay.
But there's nobody waiting in line for photo pass right now. So if you want that picture, now's the time.
All right, I'm gonna go. Hang on. Does your
Uh, there-
legacy
Sorry, go ahead.
does your legacy pass get you any photo pass benefits?
You know what? I'm not sure. It definitely did at the Touch of Disney, or I guess just regular admission did at Touch of Disney. I just really wanted to point out real quick that princesses are doing meet and greets in the Royal Theater in Fantasy Fair. So right now we got Belle, Cinderella, and Flynn Rider here. He's not a princess.
One of these things is
Oh.
not like the other.
And there's Rapunzel there as well. Sorry. I didn't see you there. Sorry about that.
Can you say hi, Eugene?
I'm not going to say that.
I thought I had 30% chance. The only Disney character named after me, Eugene Fitzherbert.
Oh, yes, there are. I should have answered that lady's question.
What'd she
Did
say?
you hear?
No.
She just asked that cast member, are there any princesses around? I was
You
like,
should've
yes,
said-
I just saw them.
Flynn Rider, right over there. You and me both, Amy. You and me both. Tony wants to know if you can go to DCA in the animation building before signing off. The answer is no, Tony.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that.
I thought it was closed anyway. Yes. Well, that would have been awesome if Eugene Fitzherbert went by Doobie instead. That really would have been named after me.
Oh, I got to do Tiki Room too. There's still a lot of stuff on my list.
Is
I haven't
Maynard
been-
working there?
I haven't seen Maynard today.
No, that's not Maynard. Bummer. That would have been fun.
I'm gonna use but it's like
I'm like gradually working my way through doing all the attractions again, but I still barely scratched the surface.
So many attractions at Disneyland. It's easy. Going there was, you forget how packed full of attractions it is. So many more than any other Disney theme park. Solo's asking you a question. Is there a Disney princess you would like to meet?
I feel like I've met them all.
Okay. Tori's not watching.
But if let's say I hadn't met any of them and I have seen all the movies, theoretically, who would I like to meet? I think Moana, which, she's like a more recent addition to both the movies and the parks, but she's one of my favorites now.
Wrong answer. There's only one correct answer. Snow White is always
Snow White.
the princess. Yes.
I like Elsa and Anna too.
Really?
Yeah.
I like Anna. Elsa,
Anna, yeah.
Elsa always
Yeah.
comes across kind of cold to me.
No, yeah, if I had to pick one between those two, it would be Elsa. I mean, it would be Anna. Apologies, yes. The one who's more down to earth.
Yes.
Elsa seems like she's too good for us,
You get that feeling too, right?
Yeah.
A little bit uppity.
Do you want to see the little man of Disneyland?
Yeah, sure. Let's take a look at him.
I never knew where this was until they did that video on their Twitter or whatever. So we're just going to take a quick look.
Gideon knew. He made us go look.
There it is.
He lives. Hi, little man. Have a nice opening in the fence there.
Yeah. All right. What's next?
Why don't we walk over the bridge?
Over the bridge.
Take a look at the river.
I'm
maybe
kind
walk-
of bummed that they don't have this waterfall going, but then I think last time Tony suggested that maybe it was connected to the waters of the Jungle Cruise, and that's why they can't have it on right now. Because the
maybe.
Jungle Cruise is empty.
I could see that. Angie, you are so right. It is a lovely day at Disneyland. Every day at Disneyland is lovely, but today is extra lovely.
Here's where I would like to eat, but I couldn't get a reservation. They were all gone like immediately.
Bummer. We ate there
Bell Terrace.
opening weekend. Had a great
Yeah.
time. Highly recommend the. Oh man, I forgot it. I think it was the dessert. Well, you can't have it. What am I telling you for?
And it depends what it is, but I probably can't. You're right. But I can eat the barbecue ribs, which are great. And they have other options that I really enjoy. I'm trying to think about where I'm going to eat lunch after I close out the stream. starting to call to me, you know.
Celestino.
How are we doing? Which way do we want to go?
Yay. Let us go left.
Left.
Down to the back of New Orleans Square, past the Pieces of Eight, the Blue Bayou, which will be opening by the end of this month. Yay, with alcohol. So our VP of alcohol is very excited. Mike Trout jersey, go Angels. Up on the second floor there for the uninitiated, that would be Club 33.
Yeah. Sorry we missed you.
The guy in reflection is Mike Celestino. That is the old entrance for Club 33. Oh, Angie has a question as we walk. What is your favorite spot in Disneyland?
That's a great question. I really like the very back left corner in Critter Country where there's that little waterfall next to the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
Great answer. Great question. Great answer. Behind Mike now is the current entrance to Club 33. Those are the restrooms I ran to, and then they were closed for cleaning, and I had to run all the way to the entrance to Adventureland. And the Julep Bar on the right. French Market straight ahead.
What's your favorite spot, Doobie?
Oh, I would still stick with Coke Corner. That's where I used to hang out all the time when I was in my early 20s. That's where I met Rebecca. Used to listen to Rod Miller. It's just a very nostalgic spot for us.
I think I'm very clever to point out the half light bulb.
Yes.
That used to be a favorite thing of mine to point out to people who aren't regulars, you know.
That is very clever. How about you, Angie? What's your favorite spot? You asked the question. Put that in the chat. Amy, what exactly is Club 33? It is a private club at Disneyland, and they have one in all four of the Walt Disney World theme parks, and it's for members only. It's very expensive, comes with lots of perks, and it's Club 33. It is a restaurant as well. It's, you know, being part of the club gives you access to the restaurant. I am not a member, but I have been lucky enough to visit Disneyland's Club 33 several times. It is an experience to remember.
I am not a member, and I have never been inside.
So there's the Haunted Mansion. Wonderful. Why don't we, you started your day at Splash. Why don't we end our day watching Splash boats go down?
That sounds good. We're at almost an hour and a half here. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Angie has never been to Disneyland, sadly. Okay, that is sad. Whatever you're doing, Angie, drop it right now. Go
it's
to
open.
Disneyland.
What are you waiting for? I don't know, there may be many factors that contribute to you not going to Disneyland. So
the life we lead is sometimes easy to forget. There are people who don't go every year, let alone have never been.
Yeah, this is the ultimate first world problem. When I was like, I used to go to Disneyland every week, and now I can't go for a year. It makes me sad. It's like, oh yeah, it's not that big of a deal.
I know. You go to Disney World, just hanging out. You talk to people who've been saving up for the past 10 years for this once-in-a-lifetime vacation.
So this morning I walked right on to Splash Mountain. There was literally no wait. And now the line's way out here.
You did the right thing, Mike. I'm checking now to see how long that line is. Oh, man. No, that's not it. Oh, man. Nope, that's not it. Wow, Winnie the Pooh is 35 minutes.
Here's our first drop.
Oh, Splash is only 35 right now. That's not so bad.
Yeah, the line's going to look longer than it is because of the distancing, and there's nobody in the interior part waiting. So,
all right, I have to make a quick correction. Angie lives in Nevada, so do not go to Disneyland. They are not open to non-California residents right now.
Oh yeah.
But someday again they will be, and then you should go. Oh, Gideon, unfortunately, I just looked at Gideon wants you to ride Pooh. The queue is not anywhere near a walk-on, so we're not going to be able to do that, Gideon. I'm sorry.
Okay. I also already went on that today. Not that I can't go on the Galactic flight. I did shoot a nice video of it on my phone just to see how it would turn out. I think it looked pretty good.
Can I upload that?
I will upload it.
Awesome.
As soon as I get the chance, yeah.
Well, check.
The only thing that I didn't think came out there that well was the little heads from the Country Bear Jamboree. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what
Yes. That's not an easy thing to get.
I tried to turn around and get them, but it's very dark in that corner, so I don't think it came out on the video too well. But otherwise, I got a nice video of Winnie the Pooh I'll put up.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Mike. This is I know this is not easy to stream for 90 minutes straight, so thank you so very much.
No problem.
And
If I turn around here and show my
turn around
behind my
Make
mask.
sure you tune in at 4 p.m. in just an hour and a half for Barely Necessities, the Disney merchandise show starring Rebecca and Rebecca. And then tonight at 7:30 p.m., please make sure you tune in Pacific time. Tune in for Disney Trivia Live with myself and my son and our special guest today, Jeremiah, doing some Disneyland and Magic Kingdom trivia. That's going to be fun. So, Dharma Initiative, yes, the Swan Station. Definitely. So thanks, Mike. You want to sign us off?
Yeah, I'm going to pose with Tom Sawyer Island in the background here real quick once I could turn this thing around. Thanks for watching. See you real soon.